you've probably seen one of these videos. It's just a street interview. And I'm going to say something about it once I let it play for a second here.
What's your take?
The party is officially over.
100% agree. The party is over.
Yes.
We're done. We did too much.
I think so. I think the sheer diddiness of things.
Sheer diddiness?
The sheer diddiness of it
You
all.
took the heights that are no longer, like, find God, bro.
Yeah,
Find
no,
God.
I think we need to make it cool again to, have a girlfriend, have a boyfriend, whatever, settle down, create a family, do simple shit.
I agree.
Learn how to do wood carving, find God. There's only one, there are no races, there's just human race, and there's one God.
There's one God.
Yeah.
And he goes by Allah.
Yeah. And then the other guy says God, and this guy laughs.
It's just God. I think we need to focus on real things and
Did
just
you get
love over
sober?
fear. I've been sober now for 366 days.
Really?
And yeah.
Congratulations. That's incredible.
Thank you.
That's awesome. What made you change?
Just lying and puking all the time. It's not sexy anymore. We need to romanticize like proper good things.
Yeah, like moving to the suburbs.
Yeah, move to the desert.
Okay, so this is exactly the mentality of people that are urbanites, and then they come up with this idea that they think is going to change how people live or improve our everyday lives, and they have this epiphany after some bender at a soother sucking marathon at a dilapidated factory somewhere in New York, which may or may not exist anymore. What I'm referring to is just that, like, it's like this age of epiphany. You get to like 30, and it's like, whoa, holy shit! You mean there's universal truths? You mean there's something more to life than just going out to the bars and drinking every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday? Whoa, I gotta wake up and I gotta go to do this thing. I have responsibilities. Like, this guy, he looks like he's dumbfounded. He's like been blindsided, and he gets a neck tattoo that he thought was funny at the time, but then 20 years later, he has no idea what it means. And it's juvenile. Honestly, it's juvenile. And I'm saying this as someone who is now 40 years old. I'm old by young person standards. But it's like, okay, so every wave is new wave, right? Every wave of culture is influenced by a previous trend. And everyone is new to the observer. And the same thing goes for physics, particle physics too, right? Every wave is new wave. It's just like, it's like, it's comedic. It really is. Humanity is not that smart. It really is not that smart. And when you have people like this fella and Young Lean, I suppose that's his stage name, are the purveyors and the directors of the culture when they should have no business in doing so, right? We got to stop making stupid people famous. And they're talking about, oh, we should settle down and have kids now. We should make it cool to have partners, not this stoicism, not this isolationist kind of mentality. Some people wear their moral framework like they do a pair of socks, right? So they're going to change their moral framework every day or every other day just to keep their feet from smelling or from them sitting in their own shit because they don't change their own underwear. I don't fucking know. But what it really comes down to is again, there's this greater themes of entropy, and then there's this other one that's give me a second. Synoptropy. So synchronicity, synoptropy. It's that's negotropy. Those are terrible terms for the tendency for things to self-organize. But you have these moments, and I was watching Kutzalt. They're talking about how Germany is the prime example of how the boomer generation failed to predict the future, and they failed to react because they were all too busy dealing with the packed baggage of their parents, having gone through war and scarcity and so on and so forth. And then this attitude of entitlement for which we were always complaining about. What does it mean? It means that that any old fool with a Metro card can on a New York subway in New York subway train can open a YouTube channel, and all of a sudden you get art Chad. Yes, I'm gonna tag you in this even if you don't watch it. So it's just again, it's just this tiresome thing that you see through post-secondary education, especially the arts, in which persons like myself are commissioned, so to speak, to create something beautiful to either inspire other people or whatever function it's supposed to have, if it's supposed to have one at all, unless it's a grift, and then, well, you get what you deserve. It's just the whole thing is again, it's really comedic, and this is kind of a lackadaisical video, but it's it's after the boomers went through the drug fueled 70s, and they have all these restrictions coming down in the 80s and whatever else. I'm talking out of my ass here. You grimy, dirty, dilapidated New York post-industrialist, as if they're the center of the world, and quite frankly, I don't give a damn. It's just I'm watching this thing, and this woman in Thailand is making coconut flour for the to make this lotus dessert, and this guy's complaining about how the party's over. Oh, we did too much, we did too many drugs. And it's uh, why did I even publish this video, right?
Couple kids move into a cave, stay in the city.
Move into a cave?
Yes.
Why are we
yes.
moving to the caves?
Get into the ground of things.
Oh, be one with the earth.
Yeah, be one with the earth. You can still get freaky, you can still be eccentric, you can still have fun. We just gotta romanticize other things. I get with the city guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You can have a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
You still should do things that make you feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think romanticizing a simple, nice life that's
It's
filled
underrated.
with love,
Yes.
filled with gratitude.
This was done in the 19th century, the pastoral writings and the invention really of the coming of age novel. Young adults, young people started having lives of their own, and not just living in a mill chasing the shuttlecock or whatever. Getting their hands stuck in all those little strands of yarn, and getting murdered by shuttlecocks. They were praising the return to something more simplistic, where there's something more understated. But I don't think that we've had a period of time in which um, decorative or ornate details really flourished, right? And it's like, okay, so this is more expensive, and I still think like that. We're in a period of what's the terminology? Uh, not restraint. It's something more severe than restraint. Not conservative, but you know what I'm talking about here. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, it's just like these people. They again, it's just like they have like a small amount of resources, but then they get their hands on the internet and they're in a high population density area. So that means that they have a better chance of something succeeding by the mere fact that they're in proximity to other like-minded individuals. But all these like-minded individuals are being influenced by TikTok. I had a real existential crisis about stuff like this, and it's like, why should I even bother? But it's a matter of fact that if you don't do something, you don't contribute, then you will never receive recognition. And like, I just finished a piece of art, like this osprey. It's really good. I'm very happy with it. But it didn't get much fanfare, right? It didn't break through the algorithm, and I don't think many of my artworks ever will. Um, it's just like these people, the person in front of me. That's exactly the kind of person is slightly impulsive, right? That would buy a piece of art on a night of drunkenness, and then hold on to it as a memory. And this is some more stuff that I talk about, in which we all want ownership of our memories, right? We all want to say that we were there, to say that we were important, or that we were valued, to someone other than ourselves, if we value ourselves at all. And um, I was just having a little bit of a down moment where I'm just like, I feel like I should be doing something else. I haven't exercised today or in previous days or whatever else, or I didn't maintain my metrics. Look like I give a damn. Or I didn't go to the gym 3 times this past week, or like whatever minor stuff, or like I don't have any money. It's just like, oh, whatever, it's just like this guy's facial expression. It's just that. It's like, ugh, ugh, filled with gratitude. He doesn't even believe what he's saying. Um, I just, just another outlet ranting video, if it actually has any point to it, other than at the end here. Um, this there's nothing new under the sun, right? Every wave is a new wave. That's it.